Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I want to show you guys a quick clip of my new bad boy membership program. This one is called 10 Ways to Get Women to Prove that They're Interested in You. All right. So this one right here is going to teach you, right, how to say and do certain things to get a certain reaction out of women. And then that reaction is going to tell you exactly if a woman is interested in you or not. Okay. So one of the biggest issues that most guys have when it comes to dating is that they are dealing with women who aren't really into them. They're attention whores, they're time wasters, and all this other stuff, right? So this program is going to teach you how to figure out if this woman is really about it or if she's the type of woman who's going to waste your time, all right? So what I want you to do is I want you to watch this quick clip. After you watch this clip, make sure you click the link below or go straight to badboymembership.com so you can watch this program plus all the other audio and video dating advice tutorials, all right? Check this out. In this program, I'm going to be teaching you these 10 things, and they're pretty simple, but what has to happen is that you need to be confident enough to actually do these things, right? Because some of the things I'm going to talk about in this program might make you a little bit uncomfortable in a sense where you might be scared to let a woman know, hey, I want you to do this, this, or that, right? Because one of the main things you got to understand about a woman proving that she's interested in you is that you can't be afraid to give a woman instruction, right? And so what happens is a lot of guys are scared to give a woman instruction, give her direction, and tell her what to do because they're scared they're going to offend a woman. They're scared that they're actually going to be in a situation where they're dealing with a woman who they're really, really attracted to and she's going to reject them and all these other things, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is that you're not going to really know if a woman is really interested in you unless she's following your lead. And in order for her to follow your lead, she has to basically do what you say and listen to what you're telling her to do, right? And by her doing, right, what you're telling her to do, that is her proving that she's actually interested. Because this is the thing. When a woman is interested, she's going to follow your lead. When she's not interested, she's going to decline following your lead, right? So what I'm saying here is that if you are telling the woman what to do and she refuses to do it or she's giving you resistance, that's a clear indication that she's not really that into you, right? That doesn't mean that she's not into you at all. It just means that she doesn't have high interest in you. And what I'm talking about in this program, when I say, you know, ways for women to prove that they're actually interested in you, I'm talking about women who are showing signs of high interest right now. What I want to say is this, is that even though these things that I'm going to teach you will make it less likely that you're going to run into an attention whore or a chick who has medium interest or whatever it is like that, it's still not 100% going to show you that a woman is interested in you, but it's close to the point where she is more likely going to be the type of chick who is interested in you because the actions that she's taken based on her responding to you is basically going to show you, okay, this woman is more likely the type that is actually interested, right? Because this is the thing. Some of the things that I'm telling you in this program to do, it's going to be difficult for a woman to do it if she is not interested in you. You know, you understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. But if she is interested in you, right, she's going to prove to you she is by doing the things that you say. Because this is the thing. A lot of guys, they get, confused because what they do is that they'll interact with a woman and a woman might do something on her own. And so the guy may think, oh, she's really interested in me, but she's just doing things on her own. So what does that mean? That means that, let's say, for example, you are talking to a woman and she is, smiling at you a certain way, touching you a certain way, but you didn't really prompt that to happen. She's just doing it on her own. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that you didn't tell her to touch you. You didn't tell her to come closer to you. You didn't tell her anything. She's just basically doing it by herself, right? Now, when women do that, that is an indication in some cases that she is interested, but a lot of times she could be doing that for her own agenda, just doing that to sort of get you riled up because she wants your attention, doing that because she's just playing games. But when you tell a woman what to do and she's actually doing it, right? And that is more of a sign that she's interested in you and she's proving herself by again, following your lead. Because when a woman is doing stuff by herself, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's interested in you, because there's no way for her to prove that she's interested in you because she's just doing things on her own, right? The proof is her following what you say. You understand? So I just want you guys to understand that it's a very important thing for you to get, that the woman has to actually be following you right now. What I'm going to go through is I'm going to go through each 10 of these things. I'm going to talk about what it is. And I'm going to talk about, how these things are going to get a woman to prove to you that, she's feeling you. Tell her to meet you for a late date. So what does that mean? That means that you hit up a chick, right? And it's already late, and you tell her to come meet you for the date now. So how does that look? So let's say you're on Tinder swiping or whatever, Bumble swiping or whatever, any of these apps, and it's like 11:45 at night. You know what I'm saying? And you match with a chick, and you match with this chick at 11 o'clock, and she's texting you, right? So what you want to do is you want to be able to get her out like now, that night, right? So mind you, it's going on 11 o'clock. So this is how you do it. What you do is you match with that girl and you say, hey, let's get on a FaceTime call, right? And when you get on that FaceTime call, right, you're talking to her, you're flirting with her or whatever, and you say, hey, what are you doing right now, right? And she's like, oh, I'm just chilling at home, whatever. So you say, hey, come meet me for a drink real quick at so-and-so, bar or whatever, which is near your place, right? And so what happened is that the woman who is really interested, she will come see you, and then you can fill her out at the bar, and then you could decide whether or not you want to take her back to your place or not, right? So I've had this happen plenty of times. I remember this one girl, I matched with this girl at maybe 11:15, 11:30. I was like, what you up to tonight? She was like, oh, nothing. I said, let's get on the FaceTime real quick. Let me talk to you for a second. We got on the FaceTime. I said, yo, listen, how about you? She was just, chilling there in her bed or whatever, saying, oh, she's bored and all that. I said, well, listen, come out real quick. Let's go get a drink at this spot. And so she was like, cool. So I met her at, I would say midnight, maybe 12:15 at this spot 2 blocks from my house. And we go get a drink real quick, and the spot closes at like 2, but we didn't stay that long. So we got a drink, you know what I'm saying? We talking, we flirting. It's like 1:45 going on 1 o'clock in the morning. So then I was like, yo, let's go back to my place. We go back to my place and we get it in. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that you want to tell the chick to meet you for a late date. This is when you're actually communicating and talking to a woman, at nighttime, at a late time, right? You can also do this in the sense of, let's say, for example, you randomly met a girl in the street and y'all exchange information, right? And let's say you had a date or you had something going on, during the evening around like 7, 8 o'clock, right? What you could do is you could tell that girl like, hey, listen, I'm going to be working or I'm going to be busy until 10:30, 11:15. Let's meet up at 11:30 at so-and-so bar, right? So that's still you telling a woman to meet you for a late date, right? And the thing is that if she is down, you understand what I'm saying? She'll come through and you'll meet her for that late date. You see what I'm saying? Because if she's actually interested, she's going to come through. And the thing is this, when it's the late date situation, right? And the chick is down to meet you, right? That is more likely that she's down to get it cracking on some sexual stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that what I suggest is if you're meeting a chick straight off the app, I do suggest like going out to get a drink really quick. Now, there are times where, let's say, you're talking to the girl on the app, nothing's open or whatever. It might be like a late time. So let's say it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're on the FaceTime with this girl you just met off of Tinder or whatever. Now, use your best judgment. You feel what I'm saying? if you want her to come through or whatever it is like that. You feel what I'm saying? That could also happen too, where instead of going out to get a drink because nothing's open or whatever, you know, you can tell her to come through straight to the crib. But again, be discerning, you know, when you are doing this type of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But that's also something you do as a late night thing. But either way, the late date situation, you know, works wonders because it's her proving that she is interested by coming out that late and that quickly. You understand? So the late situation is when you're hitting up a girl and it's like, you know, let's say after 10 o'clock. You understand what I'm saying? So anytime after 10, where you're going to meet that girl, that's what you would consider the late date. You feel what I'm saying? And then you can make that happen. All right. So that's number 4. So number 4, again, is tell her to meet you for a late date. Right now, number 5. Now this one is going to be a little bit more advanced for you guys out there who are a little bit more bold and who aren't scared to be sexual. But the 5th one we have on here is